Oh, I have a lot of stuff I need to order for the bike. Like I have to change all the hoses. I never changed most of them. I changed only the two hoses for the coolant, oil coolant hoses. But I need to change the rest of them, and I need to change the clutch cable. I have that in the basket, and I need to change all the hoses. So all of them, like with connectors as well. Order like I want to order all the connectors and everything. Maybe not the clips, because they're mighty expensive. Like I don't know why would you need original clips if you can just use any July clips or those self something closing clips. You can just either I can use the old ones, so I can buy them somewhere like new, not for £5 one. They're that expensive. One for like £5 or £4, something like that. Is crazy. I'm pretty sure you can buy them like much cheaper. You just need to know the sizes. But yeah, basically, I need to order some stuff. I think I even have the back brake pedal in the basket there, and I'll finally finish. I'll finally replace that back pedal. I mean, I might as well, because I am keeping this bike after all. I mean, it doesn't bother me, but it's like it's better to brake when you have the pedal like in front of you, kind of. This one is to the side, kind of thing. So, okay, I don't know what you people doing, so I'm just gonna go that, and that's it. I'm free from you people. But yeah, the basket price. The prices are now more expensive because I am still ordering from a certain company from Netherlands or something. But this time, and I ordered once from them because I had to order for the forks and stuff like that. But this time, yes, they pay the what was it called, the taxes and everything, because I ordered through them, and the cost was £200 for the parts. Still have the parts. I didn't change them because it said, nah, if it's not leaking, don't worry about it. Don't rebuild anything yet. But when it starts leaking, then you can come over. We'll rebuild it for you. I said that's fine. But I have them parts, but they cost £200. So normally you would have to pay a import tax kind of thing. But they took actually care of that this time. So I don't know. Maybe they were in the transition of doing that, and they still had lower prices. But they didn't pay the thing. But now the prices are higher. The more expensive stuff, yes, for sure, it's more expensive because, like I said, it's £600 in the basket, and that's all the pipes for fuel pipe as well, fuel lines as well. So that includes fuel line, which is the most expensive, 150 quid. That is the most expensive fuel line I've ever saw, but it's a specific one for this bike, so I have to buy it, because I've never replaced the fuel line, and I don't want it to start leaking after so many years. It's like better to change it. I'd rather change it. I can keep the old one just in case the other starts leaking. However, I can change that and that's gonna be off my head. Now, obviously, once I change all the hoses and pipes, then I have to change the coolant. But this year I have to change the coolant anyway because it's been 2 years. I don't really have to change the brake fluid, but I might as well bleed the whole system and change the nipples on the brake calipers, clean the brake calipers, change the nipples because they kind of rusted, and I have brand new ones, so I might as well change them. Dog taking a shit. Yeah, I know you didn't need what's it called, a commentary on that, I suppose. But yeah, it's £600 with the clutch and the pedal, But the most expensive stuff out of all of this is the fuel line. That's the most expensive. It's like 3 hoses connected together, kind of thing, and that costs literal 150 quid. It's expensive as hell, but I want to buy it because I don't want the fuel line. I mean, it's tucked away. It's not in sun or anything like that, but it's cold, hot weather, and it's like been on the bike for at least for how long I'll own it, as well as I don't know if that guy ever changed that thing ever. Like, so who knows if that was ever changed? And you should change the hoses and stuff like that once in a while. I'm not saying every year or two, but once in a while you should change them because they can crack and then you can just have a leak and stuff like that. Especially fuel leak, it's not the best idea when you have a fuel leak on a trip somewhere. So That's not a good idea to have that. That's what I'm saying. I'd rather change that because, and like I said, if the old hose is in a good condition, I can always keep it. You know, why are you going into my lane? Eh? Eh? I can always keep. Oh, how nice! No one in front of me. I can always keep that hose and stuff like that. And obviously not these ones. These ones cost like 15, 20 pounds, 35 pounds. So they're still expensive if you think about like a piece of hose, like like 200 mil piece of hose. 30 pounds. The hell, man. But yeah, it is like that. You know, it's like, especially these are what was it called? Original Suzuki parts, like from this bike, so it's not like I'm buying aftermarket parts or something. Obviously I can't overtake now because I could on the left, I suppose. Thank you very much. One of them, let him go. It's a nice thing to do. And but yeah, I want to change the hoses and stuff like that, so that means I have to change the coolant, I have to change the oil as well before my trip. So I'm still using the oil, like it's still from last year's oil kind of thing. But before the trip, I'll have to change it somewhere in June, July, something like that, May, something like that. I'll have to change that. So yeah, that's 600 quid I'll have to spend on the parts. And I have to buy a new battery. Not this year. It still works. I mean, I've been keeping it away from the cold weather sort of thing, and still works. So yeah, that's the power of. Obviously, I do have like immobilizer and alarm and stuff like that. So that is draining the battery a lot. So when I say that my battery went last 5 years, that's a good result. Some people may have 5 years. It's like, oh, that's normal for me. Maybe if you don't have immobilizer and stuff like that, and it doesn't drain your battery constantly, and you know you use your bike constantly every day, which I don't now, because I don't really commute with this bike. That means it can last you probably, you know, because you are topping up the battery. Also, it's like maybe not, because how many cycles you're gonna go through with that, I don't know. You're topping it up, discharging it, topping it up, discharging it, so maybe. But yeah, I say 5 years, and at the end of this year, or something like that, it's gonna be 6 years. So I'd say if I buy a battery next year, that's a very good result, you know, for like 70 pounds or something that battery cost. Not more than that, I think 60, 70 pounds, something like that, these batteries. I don't like this turn, not because it's sharp or anything, but because this patch is where you want to take the turn, and it actually is higher than the normal level of the street, and it just pisses you up, man. I do not like that patch, man. I do not like that patch, man. Let me tell you that much. So yeah, maintenance wise, yeah, I have to do a lot of stuff. Maybe I'll change the steering bar, because I have a brand new steering bar. I can change that, I suppose. But that means I'll have to swap. Nah, I'm not changing that, man. Nah, I'm not changing. I was supposed to change it when I was doing the heated grips, but I'm not changing that now. Sod it, you know. The only reason I want to change it because this, I mean, someone hit me with a van like years ago, and there's some peeling of the chrome-plated kind of, I don't know, coat is peeled off, and you can see some rust on the steering bar over there. But at the same time, you know, I don't care that much, and I'm not usually letting go of my steering bar, because if I let go of my steering bar, it's not gonna go straight. It's not balanced. It's not properly balanced, that steering bar, I can tell you that much. That's why I don't let go of my steering bar. That's why I don't let go of my steering bar, because for a very short period of time I can do it. However, for a longer period of time, I'm not supposed to do it, because of the. Hey, actually, it's alright. Maybe because I changed the balance set. It's alright. It's actually not that bad. But I usually don't take both hands off my steering bar because you never know. It's like there's a bump in the road, my steering bar can go mess up or something. If it's a nice piece of road, maybe I can take it off. But I also don't. I would have to be on a very high gear and then let go because it's gonna engine brake a lot. I don't know how people do it when they do. They ride around with like hands-free kind of, right? Not hands-free all the time, but like they go to a speed, let's say 50 miles an hour, they let go of the bar and then the bike just cruises, kind of. Not cruises, perhaps cruises, unless you have that locking thing or something, like that paddle for the thing, and it just constantly accelerates. But when I saw people not having that, like they don't constantly accelerate, especially in America, they don't really get much engine brake. So I'm thinking either they put it in the neutral or something, or they're in very high gear, and just the bike does not engine brake naturally or something. I have no idea how they do it because I was never interested, how to do it because I don't do it. But it's something I've noticed, like especially in America, they let go of the steering bar and the bike barely slows down. And it's not because you have A in your tires or something. But normally I'm on third gear. If I put it into fourth gear, which is too high for this for now, like I'm going 3,500 RPM, really. That's fourth gear is pointless at this stage. But if I let go of it starts engine braking to a certain point, but it's gonna slow down to like 20 or less miles an hour until engine braking is gonna be useless at some point. But my thinking is, I'm gonna go straight this time. My thinking is, you either have to throw in that. You have to throw in the. I have to let him know. That neutral, or they somehow. I don't know, disconnect their plates, like clutch plate from the bike, and they can just let go and it goes, Because if I go to fifth gear line, and it's engine brakes, but you can see how much the speed is actually climbing down. It goes down a lot, even on fifth gear. Even if I put it in sixth gear, it's still gonna engine brake to some point. But I've seen them people they literally go 50 miles an hour, they let go of the steering bar and the bike doesn't slow down. So how the hell do they do it? Do they don't have engine braking or something at this stage? Like what the hell? And they're not touching clutch obviously because both their hands are off the steering bar. So they're not touching the clutch. And they're not touching, I don't know, and they're not touching the accelerator. So how the hell do they do this? It's my question. I literally don't know how they can let go of the steering bar and the bike goes pretty much. Obviously, it's gonna slow down, but not as much as mine slows down because my engine brakes a lot, right? Yeah, it's 40 over here, isn't it? All right, let's go 50. Since the car behind me wants to go 50, let's go 50. I'm not gonna be slow guy over here. So it's a mystery to me how they can do it where I let go of everything, it just starts engine braking, especially even at higher gears kind of thing, So I have no idea honestly. But hey, that's another thing like I said, I never tried to do it. Never tried to do it do that kind of thing rather. To do it, I can do it. It's like let go of my steering bar, like you saw, and let go of everything. But I never tried to do so it cruises kind of thing. I have no idea what type of modifications. I think in America you have a lot of modifications on their bikes, like they have hidden what we call registration plates and stuff like that. I find it's stupid, but they do that. You can see it on the internet, man. You don't have to look far. So they do a lot of exhaust modifications and stuff like that. So maybe it's a modification, or maybe you have to have a sports bike. I don't know, because it could be with a sports bike that if you let go and just cruise sort of thing, it doesn't add power, but doesn't engine brake. Have no idea. Did not own a 1,000cc Fireblade or something. I have no idea if that's how it is. I could go maybe test ride one, but I'm just not interested in Alita bikes, man. I think I'm gonna go left. I think I'm gonna go left. Yeah, because I can go left, I can go here. Which I'm not gonna go. I could have gone there. Oh, whatever. But yeah, I have no idea how they do it. Like, they have a lot of stuff. Like I said, maybe it's the bike. Maybe they cannot do it on every bike. I'll have to like check on like British YouTube kind of thing. I know that it doesn't exist. Because even on British YouTube, like if I log into YouTube here and then I want to see motorcycle videos, I'm mostly gonna get fucking USA videos. Interestingly enough. So if I say like I don't know, motorcycle something, there's a 75% chance I'm gonna get USA video, not even a British video. That's a nice road. I haven't been here before. Or have I? Or maybe because it was packed or something, I don't know. No, I have been here. Yeah, I've been here before. It's just it was always packed, you know. You can see some cars, so slow down a lot. Park brake more because it's a bend. I can go this way, I suppose. I can turn that way there. Wow, that's traffic, that is. Yeah, I could turn over there. I think that's the pub. And go around different way. That's the dead fox right there. In the gutter. In the gutter. Nice turn. I'll go this way. Just watch out for bumps and humps. I'm not gonna go 40 on this. This road is in a very poor shape, man. Last time I was here, excuse me, not that long ago even, but not on this specific road, on a different one in Epping Forest. Man, let me tell you now, I went into some pothole. I literally jumped from my bike. I literally jumped up from my bike and landed on my balls on the tank, man. That was painful. So yeah, it's like I'm going 40 anyway. But not on this road. It was a different road, so I'm not gonna go that road anymore because not only was it flooded, but it was also kind of hurt hurt me. The road hurt me. Okay, it's a bit of gravel up here as well. Hey, it's fancy though. Some biker behind me. And I think I'm gonna go this way. I don't remember if it's this way or I don't really remember. Oh yeah, it is this way. Okay. It is this way. It is this way. No, I was mistaken for a second. I could take a drone over here to fly it one day or something. Like it's just to see like a proper, maybe do like a moving kind of. Because usually what I do with the drone is basically, you know, just go fly up and show you the horizon, show you the views from, like you can see from up high basically. That's what I usually do. I sometimes fly it like, you know, forward, like down and up and then. Obviously my drone is not good enough to do any maneuvers. Because stop brapping over there, mate. I'm trying to talk over here. However, you know, it's still, you can do some basic stuff if it's low altitude. That's the one. So long there's no trees I can crash into. Yeah, my friend, like I said, my friend has a much bigger drone, much better. The batteries are bigger and stuff like that. And although the battery does about the same, about 30-35 minutes of flight time, you get from that battery. It's much bigger battery. However, the drone is much faster as well. So, and it can fly much higher. It can fly, but you need a license for that one. Like I said, I do have a license for the basic drones. Maybe they make smaller ones as well. So does that mean it's open now? Because is it open now or not? Road ahead, no access. I think it's still closed. I think it's still closed because the sign just fell. So I have to go through that road again. Let me go through that road again, and I'll show you what I mean. That crap. Okay, beware cattle. So it's this road basically. I know it's a bit of a, what was it called? Touchy subject, you know, which bikes are best, which I don't care which bike is best. I have my Suzuki, it's reliable, it doesn't break down, and I don't have a problem. Let's go third gear, I suppose, and doesn't break down, and I don't have a problem with Suzuki. Although I have a problem with Suzuki as a company because they don't really make. They make one SV, but they don't make like a, I don't know, something else. They make V-Strom. Hey, whatever, I'm not gonna bother. That's the road. It's actually empty. Maybe turn on your lights. It'd be great in the forest. He doesn't have to, honestly. During the day, he doesn't have to. Like, if visibility is fine, you don't have to turn on your lights. That's a nice there. But yeah, this is the road where I held my balls last time I was here. So far it's fine, you know, but there's this huge, massive 180, that's the turn over there. And after that turn, there's some really bad road. So obviously I have to slow down over here because that's a really bad turn. Like, you don't see it until you see it. Look, so you slow down to 20, but look. Still goes to 180 degrees, and it's like, that's bad, man. I don't know what you people doing in the middle of the road. It's fine, I know. It's like I'm not gonna drive over your son or daughter, obviously. Yeah, but this road, man, this road was, this is the bit, you know, this is the bit that was bad. It's bad over here. It's like some of them bumps, you cannot even see them, you know. It's like I think, on this side. Somewhere here, I think that's one of them, there you go. This is bad when there's a car coming, like imagine you have to go to the left or something. I think it was somewhere here. I think this one, this hole, man, you can't even see it properly. And I went into that, or this one, or something like that. It's like, oh, this one, yeah, I think it's this one, because it's even on this side, you could feel like my bike dropping down a lot. So yeah, a lot of holes, a lot of stuff, you know. I'm not even adding power right now. It's like I'm just going downhill pretty much. I have to slow down now because I'm jumping around. There's people walking as well. Yeah, it's not the best when horse as well. Yeah, I'm very polite to people, you know, because obviously a horse, you don't know what he's gonna do. If you try to grab the horse and say, nah, don't do that, man. I would not advise that. Be a civilized person, and yeah, road ahead closed over there, so good thing I didn't go. I don't know if it's closed or not, but it says it's closed, so I'm not gonna take my chances. It's a nice ride around. Okay, I don't see anyone, so I'm gonna go like that. However, nice paddles. So I'm saying it's like they can they can change the directions because of them paddles. There's a lot of floodings here a lot of the time. So even if it doesn't rain for 2 days or something, it's still flooding over here everywhere. And then the cars might try to overtake that paddle, so they're gonna go into my lane, and it's like it's better to. But I know this area, so that's the thing. I know where the flooding can be and stuff like that. I know the corners and stuff like that, and I know what can happen. But someone who is not experienced with this, for example, epping forest and stuff like that, they can easily, have a problem on the road. So that's what I'm saying. It's always better, especially with the road you do not know. It's always better to take caution rather than go faster, 10 miles an hour faster, because that may save your bike and yourself. Not to preach, like you do whatever you like. It's your choice. However, I would advise to take it slower on the roads you have no idea about. Even if you have a GPS. I do check my GPS when I'm going on those. It's nice gravel over there. I do check my GPS for the corners, for the sharpness on the corners, like on the GPS kind of thing, so I can sort of judge if I can go a bit faster or not. But even then, that does not properly translate to reality. You cannot see it properly on the map how the corner looks until you get there. And say if you get there too fast, you either lean a lot, and there might be a pothole or whatever, water or car or something, and then that's it. Ring the bell, or you slow down. It's better to slow down. Yeah, enjoy yourself, but enjoy yourself within your limits. Don't try to race kind of thing. Like I said, for that type of thing, truck is the best idea. That's another thing. I think that happened last year or something, or maybe from this year. No, last year I think it happened. Nurburgring, the other parts. I don't know how to pronounce that. Nordschleifen, I don't know, Nordschleifen, let's call it. There will be people who's gonna say how to say it, but it's like if you write it, actually I'm not gonna, I can read it, but it's like I don't know how to say that. It's like Nordschleifen something. It's German, man. I don't learn German, I don't know German. But that part is close to motorcycles. Like you cannot take your motorcycle anymore to that part, to Nurburgring anymore. Only there's gonna be like a few days apparently with instructors where you will be able to take your bike and go onto that Nordschleifen, whatever track, because they banned motorcycles. You cannot go anymore with a motorcycle. So it's only cars now, and only in a year you're gonna have a few sessions with some companies that will allow you to take that course basically, but the amount of money you're gonna spend probably on that, because it's a limited amount, obviously, not a lot of people can get the place, obviously, because it's like a school kind of thing. They will teach you how to take the corners and whatever, which is not a bad idea, obviously, but you cannot just go there and cannot go there anymore and just pay for entry and then just ride. You can't anymore. It's banned. So that's a track you cannot visit anymore. If you haven't been to Nurburgring with your bike, tough luck. Now you have to fork out some money, and there's specific, like I said, timelines where you can do it. It's not like you can go in, for example, summer, it's nice weather, you can go on a visit to a few countries in Europe. For example, you want to go to Germany as well. Are you going through different countries to Germany or something like that, and you want to visit that Nurburgring? Yeah, not anymore. You can't go with the cars anymore. You have to. There's gonna be, like I said, there's gonna be a 2 weeks in a year or something where you're gonna have your own sessions only for motorcycles. So I suppose, there's gonna be places, because the Nurburgring is quite big. So, but I don't know how they're gonna. I just saw in the news that you cannot anymore. You won't be able to just go by the bike like a car. You can go by car, pay the entry fee and then just go. With a bike, you will have to go through that approved whatever. They have partnership with some companies, like 2 or 3 companies or something, and they're gonna do like a course on the track kind of thing, sort of thing. So you're gonna pay for that and just do entry and everything. Was that a cat or something? I don't know. Maybe a rubbish bag or something. So yeah, you can't even. Nah, I wasn't thinking of going there because it's quite far away. So on my Suzuki, it would be. I don't think my Suzuki needs to be on Nurburgring. I don't think it needs to be there. Honestly, there's tracks around England, UK, if you prefer, where you can go with your bike. You know, you can adapt it. I don't really even have to do much towards adaptation. I just have to put those. I just have to put them guards for brake and clutch. I think clutch guards and brake guards. I don't know if you need only one of them or both or whatever, but you need that and just leather. Have a helmet that is certified by. I wasn't going about to change the directions on that hole. I just noticed the hole. Okay, go through it. Just a certified helmet, like with the British Motorsport, you have that certification. But if you have ECE 2206, something like that, that is probably also within the standard kind of thing. So, and you have to have full leather, yeah. So everything has to be leather. So jacket, trousers, everything has to be leather. And maybe I'll do a track day on this bike. Why not? I was thinking about it a lot. I'd rather do it on like a bike that I don't worry about crushing. But obviously I wouldn't, like, you would have bikes that are not built for track going there as well, so it's a different experience. You can also buy courses on the track, like they can help you take your knee down or whatever. I don't need help with that. I do that naturally and spin out on the corners. I don't need help with that. Thanks, mate, but I'm going. I'm alright, dude. It's like, I don't know why it's so slow. Another dead fox. I need to change. No. Alright, guys, I'm not gonna bother you any longer. I've talked about lots of things, you know, and so I would choose which stuff to throw into this vlog. It's gonna be a mishmash of stuff, because I didn't really have any certain specific topic to talk about, really. So yeah, you get what you get, I suppose. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next vlog video, whatever it's gonna be. Blast out.